Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are having an amazing day. If you're new here, my name is Meredith, and today we're diving into something beautiful, and that is a review of some stunning dresses from Jessakae. And you know what the best part is? These are 2 mystery bundles. I absolutely adore a good mystery, and these are absolutely perfect for spring, and especially with Easter coming up, these are so on point. Now, my only Jessakae video that I've ever done has been a mystery bundle, and that was well before Christmas. But let me tell you, I've learned some things since, and this one, I think this one right here specifically, may be the best one yet. So let's talk about these dresses, why I think some of these are must-haves, and why I think that you should be on the lookout for the next mystery bundle sale. And I think that my question to you at the end is going to be like, is a mystery bundle worth it? Because there's probably going to be a variety of answers, and I cannot wait to hear what you think. These bad boys, the mystery bundles, are $275 for 3 dresses. Let me tell you, there's not a dress in here that costs less than $100. So value-wise, if we're not looking at the styles and if they're perfect for me, is a good value. Like if you were to purchase these dresses, I'll add them up at the end and tell you what they would be. Same with the other, but the value to you or to me may absolutely differ. And we're gonna 100% get to that. So a little bit of background, these bundles are random. The reason that I went with the mystery bundles is because, like I said, I'm a sucker for a mystery. Second, basically like every dress there is beautiful and feminine and lovely and 100% a style that I adore. And so I really enjoyed my first one. The one dress that I wasn't crazy about, I was able to sell really easily. I don't know, I just wanted to try it again. And here's the thing, the first time I did it, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. This time I have a whole lot more insight, and I'm gonna share my secrets with you. So secret number 1 is you do not have to wait until you receive the package to know what's in them. So I have not opened either of these packages, though it looks like someone has opened this one, interestingly enough. But I know what's inside them because whereas last time I ordered, left a note, diligently waited, and opened it in absolute surprise on the camera, this time I was a member of the Jessakae Insiders Facebook group and discovered that like right away I was able to look on either the Jessakae app or the shop app and see what was in it. And that came in handy big time for one of my secrets down the way. So I'm gonna open these. They're not gonna be a surprise, but the excitement still remains. I have not seen them in person yet. We're gonna look at bundle number 1. So in this one, I'm gonna talk about like my secret number 2, and that is that you can actually make requests. My very first bag, I did a request that said, like very general, I love things with details and things with embroidery, and I love florals, and I love my dresses to be feminine. And that basically defines every dress that Jessakae has ever made. So I got a little bit more specific, and this is actually one on my list that I told them. I know that it's a more fall look, but I just thought it was so beautiful. I don't have a whole lot in this color, and this is a color that I really think does good things for me. It's long sleeve, but it's kind of like a Texas long sleeve because it's completely sheer. I just thought that it was lovely. I really, really love the embroidered flowers, and these are gorgeous. Let's see what she looks like on. What do you think of this one, Luz? Lulu really likes this one. Sit down. Sit. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Okay. I think that what I like most about this is that it has an incredibly feminine feel without being like on the nose feminine colors. I really, really love this burnt orange, and I think that all of the floral detail is gorgeous. Lulu is a fan too. I saw a few people online that would take out some of the underskirt and they'd start with the thickest layer. So we've got this guy, it's got tons and tons and tons of layering. There's a very, very soft tulle layer, a second soft tulle layer, and then we have this more like crinoline, very stiff tulle. And that's the one that everyone starts by taking out if they feel like they want it to lay a little more flat. And then there's like a true slip that's in the same color as the dress. And so I think that I might like that. I think that maybe having it lay a little more flat makes it feel a little bit less like I'm wearing this for a fancy occasion and more like, hey, I could wear this just to look pretty. Yeah, but she does look very, very pretty. This is a 2X. I'm interested to see the difference in fit is between all of these. I think everything that I'm showing you today is a 2X. Yeah, I like it. I like it. My second bundle that I did, I actually didn't film. I did it at Christmas. I got it on the Black Friday special, which was an even better deal. I believe that it was $200. I'll put on screen if I'm incorrect. And it was just really too hard for me to pass up, even though Black Friday is a difficult time to shop for yourself. It just is. And here's the thing. I had a major struggle between buying the dress that I wanted, which was the Colette dress. This is a dress that was from the Bridgerton collection. I thought that she was so beautiful. Or getting the like 3 dress combo. I ended up doing it and hoping for the best. Look, 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 look. And this is where secret number 2 comes in absolutely big time. This time around, I got super specific. I listed probably like 10 different styles that I really, really liked, like specific dresses. And I put on there like my absolute dream dress is the Colette. And I don't know whether or not I need to just get this dress or not. When I got my little mystery bundle notification thing, I went to go look at it on the shop app. This was in here. And you know what? This is a $288 dress. And holy moly, did that make it worth it. Like anything else that came in there, 100% gravy. And the other 2 were this Persephone dress and this rose dress, which are just lovely in themselves as well. My next one, which I hadn't even looked at online, but since then I've looked at it and I think that she's really pretty. Just like lemons and sunshine. This is one of the smock dresses. Okay, so the shell's 100% cotton, the inside's 100% cotton. These are great dresses. I think I could totally wear these to work if I styled them right. Whereas if I came in one of my like embroidered dresses, my coworkers would be like, there she is, but they're definitely too fancy for work. I like this one more in person than I did on the screen. Okay, truth be told, I never would have chosen this on the website, but I think that it's fantastic. And my favorite thing about it is how incredibly soft the material is. There were 2 other versions in this, and I was actually attracted to both of them. I think one was blue and one was pink, but I don't have much yellow in my life, and I'm trying to embrace the yellow, and I think that this little lady is a good way to do that. This is the smock top. You can see that it's got that elastic smocking all in the front, all in the back. That makes it a lot more casual. So if you're not here often, I do have a professional career in my like other life. I can honestly pretty much wear anything but jeans. So I could totally wear this there. Now, because of that, I don't typically go super casual. Now, the one that we were just looking at, I could not wear that to the office. I mean, I could, but I shouldn't. Now this for the summer, 100%. You know, whenever I was on like the Jessakae Insiders site, I saw a lot of people say that they would size down when it came to these smocked dresses. I don't think that I could comfortably do that. I think that I could wear this one without shapewear if I wanted, not really worry about it, like just a plain old regular bra. But if I went any smaller, no, it would not be a good thing. I think I'm 2X across the board, hopefully. We've got more to come. Fingers crossed. I do think that this is lovely. The whole thing is cotton. It's a broadcloth and it is a very, very smooth cotton. It just feels so beautiful and flowy. And that's what I love about these dresses. Like you feel like you're just doing regular everyday things, but look at all of the skirts. Ta-da-da. Like I said, this one came with a mystery bundle. I would not have chosen it, but I'm happy that I made it here. Okay, and this final dress actually leads into my next secret. If there is a reason, you can actually change the dresses once you see them on the shop app. You have to have like a valid reason to do so. And I learned this on the Jessakae Insiders page. So whenever I wrote dresses that I specifically liked, and that sable dress was listed in there, there was one dress that had long sleeves, and I'm really bothered by that long drapey sleeve for an everyday style dress. I ended up writing 2 different styles that I specifically did not want. Like I put, please don't include this dress and this dress. And when I got my shop notification, I was super excited about that one, but the other dress was in there. And so I sent them an email and I was like, hey, you know, my note had said that I really specifically didn't want this. And then they ended up changing it for this one, which I hadn't even noticed. And I think that she's beautiful. I believe this is the Gracie. It's a wraparound dress. This is a very kind of shiny fabric. I thought online it didn't look quite as formal. Because of that, I think this would make a really good like picnic dress. This would make a great like day in the country dress. It would be a beautiful church dress. It's just absolutely lovely. And I love the color. And look at this, like shockingly, I don't have a lot of pinks and purples in here. But my point was Jessakae was gracious enough to replace that dress. I didn't get any say. In fact, I didn't get any communication or an email back. It was just replaced and I was so pleased. Okay, this is the Gracie, and I think that this purple is lovely. Okay, now this one is a full wrap dress. Like if I untied it and opened it up, it is one piece of fabric, kind of like a bathrobe. Does that make sense? I hope so. It's also very long. I do always like to try and add that I'm 5'10". In the event that I don't tell you my measurements or my sizes, it's because I'm getting up here and I'm telling you things pretty excited, and I've left it off. I'm not trying to keep anything from you. So this is a 2X, I'm 5'10". So these are naturally very long, which is great for me, but not necessarily so awesome for some of my sisters who are 5'2" or 5'4". I hear you, I see you. This dress isn't for you. On that note, they do have a lot of middies and minis, and you can absolutely sort by those. With this style dress, so I don't have another FedEx man situation, I like to take a pin, or, well, you know what? It's probably gonna have to be a pin. I don't really want to stitch something that opens the way that this does. That way I know that I'm secure no matter where I go. Whether I'm at a party, if I'm at church, if I'm at the office, I do not want my dress opening. And I hope that that's a fairly universal wish, right? Am I wrong? What's so interesting about this is that one of the pictures had the model with her leg out. She had like a little bit of leg showing, you know? I thought, how in the world did they do that? Because I did not see a slit. It's because of the wrap situation. I do like this a lot more than the Rosamond, which is the one that they replaced it for. I don't know that this would be one that I chose. I'm not positive if it's staying here, but I'm certainly not unhappy about it. I love how incredibly free and flowing it is. And I think that the sleeves are beautiful. I really do like a nice covering sleeve. I'm not shy about having my arms show, but I'm much, much, much less self-conscious if they're covered. Look at this pretty print. It's like little pansies. All right, so what makes this one the best is that after I ended up doing that one and they replaced the dress for me, there was still a little bit of time left for the mystery bundles. And y'all, these drop like, so far I've been involved in like the last 3 mystery bundles, and they've each been like 2 to 3 months apart. So I assume that's the way that they go, but they only last for a couple of days. When I saw that they'd replaced it, I was super excited. There were hours left of this bad boy. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do one more. I don't recommend that anyone do that if you're not in the position to do that. I'm not affiliated with Jessakae. In fact, I don't even receive a commission if you use the links down below. They're just like plain old links, but I do have this YouTube channel, and that does give me a very good excuse to order these things in. I hope that makes sense. But when I did this one, I ended up adding a few different extra dresses. The message on the Facebook page had said, hey, there are even new styles. I had the ones that I'd initially listed, and then I listed a whole bunch of the newest styles from the Honey collection. Literally every single one of these dresses was on my list. Like, oh my gosh. And one of them is a super expensive dress, very much like the Colette. I tore this one. Don't worry, not the dress, the bag. Okay, this is one that I was the most excited about out of this group, just because this is so much more versatile than some of the larger ones. But look at this print. I think that is so incredibly lovely. All of these are so feminine. I don't know how it's gonna look on me because of the color, but that's another thing. Secret number 4, these bad boys are final sale. That means that if you don't love what you get, in fact, if what you get doesn't fit, like I'm able to tell them I want a mystery bundle in a size 2X. In my very first one that I have a video of, there's a yellow one that is way too big. You write them and it's like, hey, this is kind of the way it is, but we've got this buy sell trade group. I have listed 2 dresses between the buy sell trade group and Poshmark and had absolutely no trouble selling them. Not necessarily for like what Jessakae sells them for, but definitely recouped what I have paid. Trying her. I love this one. I don't know whether the color washes me out or does anything for me, but there's something just so romantic and sweet about this dress. I'm not normally like a round neck kind of gal. Like this one's got a really pretty round yoke. And this is smocked all the way across, smocked all the way across the back. So it does have that elastic. And then we also have like these, like it's like a triple layer flutter sleeve. And it just has some beautiful layering right down in the skirt. This print just feels so nostalgic. I really love it. One thing that I absolutely love about Jessakae, what I wish that I could go back in time. They have the matching like mother-daughter dresses. This would have been the most beautiful set. Like any of these. I was showing my niece, I've got a little 4-year-old niece who is the sweetest. She calls me Nene and she just adores her Nene, and I just adore her. I was showing her some dresses the other night when we were babysitting, and she's like, oh, I want those. I want that one. I want that one. She's like, Nene, get these for me. And Nene's gonna be hard pressed not to. Especially if we can match. I'm gonna have to ask her mama if that's okay. I do think that this is so beautiful. Another thing to be aware of is that every dress has its own size chart. So the dresses do kind of fit differently from one another. This one's gonna have a slightly different size chart than the last one. So if you're looking at a particular dress, I would not like go in married to the fact that I'm a 2X. Maybe in the Rose Garden dress, I'm actually closer to a 1X. And I'm gonna reiterate that where some people say these smock dresses could size down, I would not feel comfortable sizing down. I don't feel like I've got enough looseness up here, but that could totally just be me. I think we all have one measurement that kind of dictates our size, and mine is absolutely my bust. Like, that's the one that is always fitting into the larger size, and so that's what I determine my size by. I don't know of the ones that I've gotten if there are any that I really want to resell, and part of reselling is that it does take time that a lot of us don't have. That's something everyone has to decide on their own if it's worth it. This is one that I added right at the last minute to my list because the girl on it I thought was so beautiful, and I thought it was very pink underneath. I ended up looking at the reviews and it's got a very peachy color at the bottom. Look at these details. This is the English Garden, and she is beautiful. Now, I've also seen things where people took out the stiff layer of tulle down here if it looked too wide, and I may end up trying that on one of these guys. All right, English Garden is lovely. I just asked my daughter what she thought of this one, and her feedback was that my hair and my dress are the exact same color and coordination. I don't know that that's a compliment, but I suppose that I should take it. This one is pretty loose. I think that that's fascinating. I think that maybe just a smidge looser than the sable. This would be a dress that you wouldn't have to worry about shapewear. You could just be comfortable in like a plain old regular bra in a color that's similar to your skin tone. This is another one that I may end up experimenting, like taking that tougher crinoline out of just to see how it sits. But I think that she is lovely. This is one that I absolutely requested. In fact, everything in this bag is one that I requested. Sorry, I'm stepping over Lulu. Again, this is one where I've got some really nice covering sleeves. These just have a raw edge. There's more than one layer. I do also love how like the tulle has very different feels. Like we've actually, look at that. There's two layers under here. They're both an incredibly silky mesh. And there's a lot of volume, but this would be a beautiful Easter dress. We're gonna hopefully see a lot of Easter dresses coming up this year. I'm not wearing heels in any of this. I have injured my Achilles tendon, which is one heck of a thing to injure, y'all. I'm wearing this brace, which is fantastic, but my daughter and I go to Jessakae. It basically keeps you from like pointing or flexing your foot very much. Like it has a very small range of motion. Jessakae has been rough, like doing a lot of the moves, but I'm learning that as long as I'm moving, I'm okay. And we're gonna get through it. I do think that this is so fun. If you don't mind, I'd love to know what your favorite was from those first three, like that first mystery bag. And I'd love to know your favorite from these three and your ultimate favorite. You can save that up for one comment. And if you don't feel like typing it, you can just think it in your head and maybe I'll feel it. I don't even know what made me choose this one, but I love the way that it looks on the model. Look, it is so soft and so lovely. It's got a lot of texture and lace. Oh my gosh. Before this was done, they had to actually like make this fabric. So the fabric's embroidered, the lace is sewn on. It's got so much detail. This reminds me very much of like my daughter's baptismal gown. My mom used to own a smocking company. I know I've talked about that a lot. She also did a lot of heirloom sewing, and she did my daughter's baptismal dress. And that's kind of what this reminded me of, which made me think that it might be a beautiful Easter dress. I'm gonna have so many Easter dresses to choose from, not just from this, but I've got more coming in. So we're gonna be dressed up this spring. Okay, so I've been told that white's not my color and I need to go off-white, but this is so incredibly pretty. I think that it's absolutely beautiful. I know that I probably see the dress more than I see me. I'm on like the teeny tiny viewfinder over there and I just see a whole bunch of white, but I think that it's lovely. And now, well, I should have saved that whole tidbit about sizing being different for each dress for this one, because boy, oh girl, oh boy, let me tell you, this is so much tighter than either of the other two zipper dresses. In fact, I think you can kind of see it. Like, let me turn, you can kind of see where those pieces of lace are like sewn on, that it kind of divots in, but that's not gonna keep me from wearing it. Though if I were to order this dress, I'd order it in a 3X. This one is just so much more simple than any of the others. And I think that there's something that I love about that. I think that, I don't know, I just really like it. It feels very feminine, but it also doesn't feel like so on the nose. Like I've got poofs and I've got lace and I've got crinoline. This one feels a little bit more subdued, and I just think that it's beautiful. Don't wear this one to a wedding, ladies. And I also really love the length for summer, and I love how incredibly lightweight it is. This one is also 100% cotton, like the outside of the inside. I'm gonna have to make sure that I wash this cold and hang it to dry. It does say dry clean only, but I've had great luck with washing all of my Jessakae garments. That is not advice. That is my own personal experience. I also do want to say, I'm probably said it before this, I'm not sponsored by Jessakae, but I have fallen in love with these dresses, and so I want to share them. I know that this isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I know that there are a lot of ladies out here that think these dresses take the whole teapot. I just feel so beautiful and feminine in them. Also, in the event that those links do somehow become commissionable, I'm very much about like disclosing those things. I will absolutely put it down below. And hopefully you feel that I do that anyway, like with my videos, with my links. I just think relationships grow stronger with honesty. If there are any more that you want to see, let me know. I'll do some shorts. I could do like, you know, what to expect from a mystery bag. Will I buy more mystery bags? Well, if you really like this and if this video does really well and I am therefore able to justify it, 100% I will, but I will absolutely let you know on my community page when one comes up, because they come up and they're like super, super fast. I don't know which one's my favorite from this bag, but I think it was definitely one of these two. And then from the first set, I think this one might've been my favorite. Now, sometimes I change my mind after editing because something makes me look really better than I thought or really worse than I thought. And that's just kind of the way it is because it is a lady's prerogative, right? So my opinion on the mystery bundles is that yes, they're worth it. And that's because if I look through the site, I like 90% of it. That may not be the case for you, but for me, because they give you that option to kind of list things that you like, list things that you don't. And where that is like when you actually add it to your cart, there's an add a note option and you just let them know in there. And if you forget to do it, you can shoot them an email. Because of that, I mean, it's like genius. It really, really lowers the chance of you not receiving something that you're going to like. You also want to make sure that the ones that you like are in stock in your size, because what they have on the website is what they have in their warehouse. But I just love how airy and dreamy and feminine all of these dresses are. And I want to take a moment to appreciate how incredibly diverse the models are of Jessakae. They want every woman to feel absolutely beautiful. And so their size range is absolutely delightful, which is why once I discovered Jessakae, I have not really gone back, because I love that they are committed to making beautiful dresses in such a large size range. I hope that you enjoy this little dress haul and review. The next time a mystery bundle comes up, I will absolutely post it on my community page. I would love to know your thoughts. If you had a dress kind of like the Colette and you had the option to purchase it outright and know what you're getting, or to purchase a mystery bundle in your size, what would you do? I just happened to win this game this time. I don't know. I would really, really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button. If you enjoyed this type of content, I would love it if you stuck around and subscribed. It just makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. If you stick around, before no time, I will be back with some amazing fashion finds. And until then, I hope that you stay as dreamy and fabulous as these dresses and that your day is as amazing as you are. And I will see you in the next one. 'Cause you know